3 reasons diversity programs fail. Yo, what is up, y'all? My name is Ian. I have 15 years leadership experience in various roles up to senior management.
Grow up leadership.
Over my tenure, I participated in many diversity and inclusion trainings and discussions. I want to start by saying I am a proponent of diversity in the workplace. There has been substantial research to indicate the benefits of diversity with higher profits, innovation, staff retention. I think it's important to shed light on the larger problem with diversity and 3 reasons why diversity programs fail. There are a number of business articles that continue to be published illustrating the ineffectiveness of diversity trainings and programs. Here are my own observations as someone in various leadership roles. First, what's the outcome you're trying to achieve? Increasing awareness? Increasing diverse staffing? If it's awareness of what? The existence of bias and microaggressions? The importance of increasing diversity in the workplace? Also, does the outcome you are setting align with the diverse communities you're trying to support and help? People from diverse populations, the ones I've spoken to along with the research I've come across, indicate that the outcome they want to see and what they feel will truly improve diversity is increasing diversity at the decision-making table, meaning increasing diversity at the senior, executive, C-suite level of leadership. The idea is that those diverse decision makers will offer diverse ideas, influence diverse decisions, and develop and promote further diversity. Increasing awareness about diversity, stereotypes, bias, microaggressions are all helpful to the larger problem and a great first step, but they're not the outcome or solution that many diverse folks are actually looking for. Second, what's the long-term plan to measure and achieve the stated outcome? Most diversity programs or initiatives provide training to raise awareness, which again is a great first step, but they stop there. There's no next steps. I see this issue with many corporate initiatives. The CEO or someone from the C-level promotes a company-wide initiative for leadership development or diversity inclusion or the latest management theory from famous organizational psychologists, researchers, experts, or consulting firms. There's plenty of communication about purpose and importance, followed by training, but that's where it ends and usually dies. There's no long-term plan for ongoing support or even a way to measure success and effectiveness. I'm in no way knocking the purpose and intent of initiatives for staff development and diversity and inclusion. These are so helpful and necessary, but again, the issue in my experience and observation is there is no long-term plan, or should I say no long-term plan is implemented. The realities and urgencies and fires and changes and priorities of everyday work quickly swing back into focus, and the priority of diversity or development moves to the back burner, to eventually being put in some Tupperware and stuck in the freezer. Sorry. Too much. Point is, most diversity programs offer a great start with training to diversity awareness, unintentional biases, and microaggressions. The intended audience, and let's be real here, mainly intended for white people, would often respond with a feeling and reaction of, look, I'm highly open and accepting of diversity. I'm over here listening to rap music and Selena and K-pop, eating tacos, dim sum, halal falafels, chicken vindaloo, while watching Squid Games and Wu-Tang American Saga, all while celebrating Pride Month and Indigenous Day. And look, it's awesome that we've become so open, embracing, celebrating of cultures and diversity from all around the world. But here's the divide, the gap. When you are in a hiring process for promoting a new leader and that candidate looks, acts, thinks, communicates differently than you should be saying, that's what I want. I want someone different than me. Someone with a different perspective, different viewpoint, different ideas, different way of communicating, a different way of doing things. That is an outcome you want to achieve with a diversity program. This leads to the third reason. What's the incentive? I was in management for many, many years as a manager, senior manager, and I was involved and saw the hiring of many leadership positions. When faced with a diverse candidate, what I saw sometimes from the hiring manager, and I'm completely certain there was no ill intent or intended bias, but the concern from the hiring manager was that this person's communication, their ideas, don't align with the current communication and work culture. Their concerns were about differences that would create challenges. It is in our nature to look for people who think, agree, and communicate like us, particularly when it's something important to us like work. And for senior leaders, Work is important. Getting work done is important. The quest for ongoing homogenous thinking in order to simply get shit done with the least resistance is probably the biggest obstacle to increasing diversity on all levels of an organization. The book Think Again by Adam Grant gives excellent insight supported by research about the importance of business and organizations with unlearning, rethinking, challenging homogenous thought. Please check it out. These are the reasons I see diversity programs fail. Unclear outcome, no long-term sustained and measurable plan is implemented or maintained. And third, people's affinity to homogenous thinking. Can ineffective diversity programs be fixed? Absolutely. Use basic strategic planning and implementation techniques. Set clear goals and outcomes. I suggest that include increasing diverse representation throughout your org chart, particularly those decision-making positions. Develop a way to evaluate and measure success towards your outcomes and have a process of accountability to ensure you are successfully moving toward your goal. And make the case for diversity. Why it's important, how it benefits the organization. Make it clear that everyone should be seeking out diverse thought, should be questioning homogenous thinking, meaning I'm not interested in someone who thinks like me. If you create a culture that craves diverse thinking and perspectives, it stands to reason that your workforce will diversify. Love to hear your thoughts in the comments. Yo, you got this.